Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel where today it is finally time, even if it's long overdue, to head to my Mercedes-Benz dealer to take a sneak peek at a new Shmeemobile. A lot of you have been asking me about my Mercedes-AMG GT R Roadster. The car is there, we're going to take a quick little look at it, saving the full reveal for collection day in not all that long. But today I've got a few errands to get sorted out, some paperwork and documents for the new car, but also I'm going to be heading to Topaz, where at the moment Schmark 150's BMW M2 competition is currently there undergoing a complete and dramatic transformation with Topaz skin. We're going to take a look at what's being done to that, and I'm also going to visit another potential unit that could become the future Shmeemuseum. So the G63 is called, as always, into daily driver duties. The weather outside is not so great, but let's head to Mercedes-Benz Brentford to finally go and see the new Shmeemobile AMG GT R Roadster. I'm not gonna lie, for this interim period, it is a bit strange not to be heading to my familiar storage. Of course, my cars are no longer there, but today, taking the G63, which is fairly gigantic for this tiny parking spot, and in fact, next to a Fiat 500 is just an absolutely massive thing. But let's head round, get this started. This car now actually has done over 10,000 miles. As always, that fantastic clunk as the relays on the doors unlock. But let's come get it started up. See, 10,200 miles. Listen to this, as always. Sounds amazing. We've got the valves, open those, make all of the rackets. So, like I said, first stop, Mercedes-Benz, my dealer Mercedes-Benz Brentford. If you can hear me at all over that, in fact, let me close the door because it gets significantly quieter. Then to Topaz, then to check out this unit. You know, when I said the weather wasn't very good today, I was not making it up. We currently have that usual thing with some thunderstorms and some bright sunshine off in the distance, which is not ideal in the slightest, but fortunately just a few hops around the centre of London basically today to go look later on at a unit, which of course, as I said previously, I'm not able to show you inside for obvious reasons until I've signed a contract on the dotted line. I can't show what it's going to be like in case somebody else ends up taking that venue, but we are going to be heading to Topaz, where the M2, obviously it's a different colour, but it's not just that it's a different colour. It's having something seriously special done to it, which we'll go through later on in a bit more detail. The GT R Roadster, I need to explain a little bit because this has been quite an extended story. Obviously you guys know that I mentioned probably, oh, there's an AMG GT up ahead actually. GTS or GTC Roadster, not even sure entirely which model, but that's quite convenient timing, quite coincidental timing perhaps I should say. Anyway, what I was going to get at was that I said, I think back in May, that the car was going to be due soon. The car came probably halfway between then and now. It arrived. There's one thing that isn't exactly right about the car in terms of the specification, which is basically down to me making it super complicated in terms of what I wanted. So I've had to wait for some discussion around that to be had. We have now got towards the end of it and we're very close to being able to collect the car. So today we're heading in to sort out the paperwork, finance, arrangements of registration and all of these kind of things, basically to get that. We need to talk about that. To get everything ready with the GT R Roadster. So we're going to take a look at it. I have actually been to take a quick look at it myself already, I will confess, but this is the first time that I can share it with you guys. Now, the beeping you just heard, the parking sensors on the G-Wagon, and if you're wondering, by the way, why I'm driving quite so slowly, we now have 20-mile-an-hour speed limits everywhere, which are very boring, but you just have to take it as it is, right? The parking sensors, I had this problem that whenever you come to a stop, they go off, whether you're close to something or not. And it went to the dealer for its 1-year service a couple of months ago, and they tried to fix the problem, and it felt like the problem was fixed because this weather is bizarre, because it did stop doing it for a short period. But now, it's well and truly come back, I think triggered by the bad weather perhaps. So that all the time just goes off for no reason. So we need to do some further investigation into exactly what is going on with that, because it's not right and it's obviously very annoying and detrimental to the enjoyment of the car. But short drive, couple of miles basically, to head over towards the dealer where the GT R Roadster is awaiting. The weather today is doing all sorts of bizarre things. Where I am at the moment, the ground is soaked, but it's currently looking, well, a little bit blue. The sky is looking a little bit clearer. So we're going from thunderstorms to sunshine. Oh, Ferrari, California coming the other way in almost nothing. So the G63's had a pretty good innings now. It's coming up to towards a year and a half old, over 10,000 miles, from towing cars to daily driving to, well, no off-roading yet. It did do a lap at the Nürburgring, which was epic fun, but basically just using it as my every day. And I think if I take a unit that I'm looking at towards the west of London, just outside towards the countryside, this car is going to do a lot more miles to and from. It's going to be my ultimate going backwards and forwards car, comfortable, lots of space, handle any weather comfortably, no stress, no pressure, just a great car to chill in, basically. This parking sensor thing, whenever you come to a stop, every single time, come to a stop, engine goes off, parking sensors come on, and it's only for a moment, but obviously you're listening to that really loud beep each and every time. And if you even, I think if you even just shuffle forwards a touch, it probably does it. Yeah, it does it exactly the same again. And then you hear the noise of the rear camera popping out, which is just a little mechanical noise from the back. And clearly this is not right, but I don't entirely know what we can do about it, because it only popped up after about 7,000 or 8,000 miles of driving. You get the point. I definitely have to get this looked at, because it's promptly going to send me crazy, more crazy than this traffic actually sends me, which is not exactly the best of progress right now. I genuinely really like how you can drive the G63 either as this brutish, angry, monster beast machine, or you can just chill in it. And quite often when I'm driving this car, normally off camera, obviously I'm just taking it easy, and it's a brilliant car to just go from place to place like this. Your position, your viewing position sitting up so high, all of that side of things, you can see why potentially the only replacement to this down the line could actually be the G63E or the G73 or whatever they exactly call it, the hybrid replacement updated version, the facelift that would come with the new MBUX with the augmented reality and all of that side of things as well. But we are just arriving here at the dealer, which is in a temporary location because they are rebuilding the old showroom. So the old showroom was where I bought my GTR Coupe. Here is where I collected the GTR Pro, and the G63, this car I actually collected from Mercedes-Benz themselves, which was quite fun. They made a special opportunity to go to their UK base, but this is where we are headed, where this car actually came to collect the Pro with the trailer with Tony from Turbo Transport. So we'll hopefully find a spot here. We'll go in, go take a look then at the new car, and needless to say, I'm quite excited about this. Probably one more. Oh, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. Great. Right. Let's go.
It's not what I've come to see, but there is something back there I'm going to show you in just a moment. In the meantime, come through this way, because here, underneath the cover, we have my new GTR Roadster. You can see a flash there of the Hyacinth Red, but let's have a little bit of a reveal then to take a sneak peek, as I said, at this car. Of course, the facelift AMG GTR, which means with the new headlights, it has the new infotainment on the inside. But remember, we've done some special things here, and there is more to come as well. So I'm going to keep that a secret just for the moment. Let me give you a little bit of a reveal of the back of the car before we will go through it in more detail very soon. But we've got the RXC style wheels, the satin black, which were the wheels I had on my GTR Coupe, but remember I got rid of the silver rim. I'm undecided on this if I'm going to keep it. I've gone for the yellow calipers, which match with some of the yellow accents on the interior. Maybe I can give you a quick cheeky sneak peek here as well. We've got the yellow seat belts, we've got yellow stitching, but stay tuned for more to come with that soon. But how cool is this? The colour in here looks great. It looks even better when it's outside. I do seem to have a thing at the moment for some bright red cars, don't I? This will look amazing next to, well, the Pro in diamond white. And then let me come through here, because you can see a flash of yellow, which is this, the AMG GTR Pro in Solar Beam. Of course, this is the colour that I want to do on the GT Black Series. Of course, it will need to be done as a respray after delivery, but how cool does this look? The Solar Beam yellow with the satin grey stripes, the satin grey wheels that you have as standard on the GTR Pro, one of 750. The Roadster is also one of 750. I think this car is actually now for sale, but it is looking superb. That is, yeah, I love the colour. I think it suits the shape of the AMG GTs brilliantly, which is why I want to have it on the GT Black Series. And think about what that looks like as well, alongside some of the other colours of these other AMG GTs as well. Speaking of which, as much as I would love to shuffle things around here inside the showroom at the moment, that's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to do. So we will have to wait until another day. But the red of this, one of 750 GTR Roadsters, I guess one of 30 or so here in the UK in total. I can't wait to get it outside. But for the time being, we are going to cover it back up, tuck it back away. All will be revealed in full very soon, including some of the plans. Of course, it will go for PPF to get paint protection film over the entirety of the bodywork. And then, like I said, there are more changes to come. So, as I always say, watch this space. That's all going to be coming very, very soon. For the time being, I'm gonna head on out and over to Topaz.
Back in the G and back in the traffic jams. Today is not ideal. In fact, this time of year, it is seriously killer traffic every time I'm trying to go anywhere. So it's gonna be a whistle stop visit to Topaz before I can go and check out this unit. Now, of course, for today's thumbnail, given the showroom is a customer facing shop, I did have to wear a mask. It's the law in a shop. You have to here. But we're gonna head to Topaz, where Schmark is gonna show us around the M2 and exactly what they've done with it. But I tell you, I need to use this car for something that isn't just doing this. Of course, it's done some towing, it's done some heavy duty work, but I'd love to take it off-roading or to the snow or something like that. In fact, I'd love to take the GT R Roadster on winter tyres with the roof down in the snow and this as the support car. That could be a potential trip idea. That could actually be quite interesting. Ooh, got me thinking about that one now. Anyway, for the time being, this is far from ideal, but it is what it is. We'll get there eventually and then get to see exactly the craziness of what's been done to this BMW.
Here then, inside the spray booth at Topaz, we have the M2 competition ready for its Topaz skin that belongs to Schmark 150.
Yeah, and I'm here in London to see my car, see the car getting painted in orange.
And it's going through a complete transformation. We can see bits and pieces. Let's come and have a look at exactly what's going on with this car. It is no small conversion in the slightest.
So this is the conversion we're going to do, not the body kit, not the wheels, but only the colours.
The inspiration, the BMW 2002 Turbomeister Homage, a car that they released, well, completely as a concept, but you're going to be replicating this as much as possible into the M2 competition.
Yes, we are going to do that. So the orange is there, the stickers you see on the window, and the black and the orange are going to be exactly the same. Of course, this has a different body kit. The car is fully in real full carbon, but of course that's not something we're going to do.
That would be a little bit completely overkill. And we can see some of the various panels here in different states of paint. We've got the door panels, which are waiting to be polished. We've got the front arches, which are looking magnificent. This is a very, 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 very bright color.
Yeah, this is Inca 22, which is a BMW 2002 color.
Okay.
Original BMW 2002
Oh, of course. I actually saw one recently driving in this color, and I can spot bits and pieces like the shark fin and the mirror cap and the towing eye covers and all sorts of things.
So initially, the first cars were from Jägermeister, like the race cars with Jägermeister livery, were in this color. And the ones you may know currently, of like the younger ones, they're all in a Porsche color. So there were only like 1 or 2 cars that had this color. So that's why BMW took this color and put it on the concept, and that's why I took it for my car.
Cool, and your car inside the booth, we should certainly go in and have a quick look, because I know that this is even for Topaz skin, it's no ordinary, basic, almost conversion. It's a full.
And we're using particular techniques which are unique. We've not done these before. So we're going to use a stencil on the roof, for instance. The carbon roof, you've seen on the video before that we installed this in Germany.
We went to Alpha N, saw the carbon roof literally as it was cut out, and well, the original roof was cut out.
Yeah, so we're going to use a stencil. You might have seen the little sticker which was on the concept. Put it here, then put the orange over it, then remove what is left, and then when you stand next to the car, you can see the carbon roof. That is not something which is on the concept.
Inverted carbon fiber logo.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
The other stickers you've seen on the car are all going to be behind the lacquer.
So it'll be painted, stickered, then lacquered.
Yes.
That will give it a very smooth finish.
Yeah, and you don't have any problems with cleaning the car, or, with a high pressure gun or anything like that.
It's not going to pull up the vinyl.
Exactly.
Other mods we've seen before as well, but you've now done new brakes.
Yeah, machines for similar brands you have in your Focus RS.
Yep, same setup. Well, different setup, the same thing. And new parts. New parts.
Yeah, of course, front bumper. You're gonna have these little wide sections similar to what you see on the concept. And then we have the carbon fiber trunk, which is from M Performance, which is it's also a new part on the car. So the original one goes off, this comes on, weight saving. And we have outside, we have a carbon bonnet as well from Alpha N.
Oh, cool. And obviously one of the big things I'm going to point out is, given that this is Topaz skin, you can then just remove it.
Yes.
It can be peeled back and reversed back to Hockenheim silver in its entirety. It gets the first base clear layers before the painted layer, and you'll have the full paint finish afterwards. All right, so let's exit out of here.
So the bonnet is straight in front of us there.
Got parts. Oh, this is your bonnet. This is literally your carbon fiber bonnet. That's cool with the scoop.
Yeah, it has the GTS look, as they call it.
Yes, with the bulge and the vent. Full carbon. Weighs a lot less than the original. A lot less.
So there are parts everywhere for my car right now, and I'm just looking around, finding everything, and hopefully in about 1.5 weeks it will be done.
Perfect. Well, I look forward to catching up and seeing the progress. We will probably see it
magically when this is all completed.
While I'm here, Topaz are right on the brink of launching their new car care products. These are all going to be coming very soon. We've talked about it many times before. They are now arriving, and I guess when I'm back here with the GT R Roadster, these will be ready and set to go, and we can give all of the details. Stay tuned for what's coming with that.
I'm not going to lie, I've been stuck in a lot of traffic, so time is very much against me, but tunnel, which means individual mode, it means window down, it means drop some gears, and it takes a while because we've got 9 of them. Nothing behind me at all. This car, if you can call it a car, is ludicrous. Back into comfort mode. There we go, nice and easy, back into automatic. Nice gentle chill. And we'll go check out this unit and I'll let you know how it is. Making my way back into the city then, past a long traffic jam in the other direction, which is not so good. Of course it is rush hour and I am actually just now grabbing my lunch at 5:30 in the afternoon, so that's gone entirely wrong. But the unit is certainly interesting. Obviously I can't say too much about it. I've said this before, but I'm not allowed to share somewhere that isn't yet mine, or at least my name on the lease. So we're gonna have to wait and see if that one works out. A few questions about this specific place, but I have some ideas. It does need a major lick of paint, a lot of work to bring it up to scratch, but I have some ideas about what I could do with it and how I could transform it into an awesome location for a museum version 1, that kind of thing. I don't think it's a permanent spot, which is, we'll have to see, but it is top of the list. So although I might not sound excited about it inside, I really am. I'm just trying not to get too far ahead of myself. Watch this space. Anyway, for the time being, I'm making my way back home. Yeah, good day. Good day all round, to be honest. Going to see the GT R Roadster. Great to be able to share that finally. Going to Topaz to catch up with Schmark and see how the M2 is coming along, transforming into the Turbomeister livery. And then going to see a unit as well. So, moving onwards. For now, though, I'm going to be heading abroad again. Different cars, different adventures, different trips, so stay tuned for what's coming up. As you can tell, I'm pretty exhausted as always these days. I need a little bit more time to rest, but anyway, onwards and upwards. Thank you very much for watching as always, guys. That is it for this time though, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.